Okay, guys, hope you are good and well. Markets are moving around about $4,000 and making a head and shoulder patterns on this 4 hour time frame. And in the minor time frame, short time frame, market are making the bearish flag pattern on this zone. And hopefully, market are in the downward direction and making a bullish flag pattern structure also shows that the market are in the downward direction. In the previous video, we also shows that the different scenario of the market and volume profile also shows that more trades are input on this zone and market are making bearish flag pattern on this zone, and volume also shows that the low volume on this zone and head and shoulder pattern. Second confirmation is that actually around $4,000 the key spot level and roughly 3950 a breakdown below these zones would signals increased vulnerability, and resistance is around for 300 to 4400 dollars. A sustained break above these levels would open the potential for targets in the US $4400 and range, and if momentum builds, given the recent surge and elevated vulnerable, a consolidation scenario is quite because price may range between 3950 to 4300 dollars while the market digests gains and new catalysts emerge. On the bearish side, if support near US $4000 fails, our retracement towards $3,800 or lower could be tested before the next leg up. On the fundamental side, gold continues to be spotted as safe haven assets, and uncertain geopolitics, inflation concerns, central banks reserve, and with low real yields and the potential for interest rate cuts is also shows that the potential and gold becomes more attractive since its opportunity cost of holdings. Actually, Fed cut the interest rate to 3.75% to 4% and point because strong central banks activity and accumulation of reserves and institutional interest in gold as diversification bolstered demand, and Fed cuts US interest rate again despite flying blind. Actually, the US central bank said on Wednesday it was lowering the target for its key lending rate by 0.25%, putting it in a range of 3.75% to 4%. The Fed last month cut rate interest for the first time since last December. Economists expected the move to start further reductions, but the data throughout means the trajectory for future cuts look murky. And the Labour strongly different view on December cut rate. Actually, the Fed chair has under pressure from President Trump, who has repeatedly called on him to lower interest rates. Trump on Monday floated the possibility that he will announce a replacement for Powell, whose term ends next maybe and the end of this year. So trades on be safely because the markets are manipulated, and Trump also announced a replacement for the Powell. It's mean the market are not in the good conditions and making a head and shoulder pattern, and also shows a bearish flag pattern on this zone, and also shows a market break and retest strategy according to retest this zone, break and retest this zone, and again break this zone. This strategy is making markets more and more current scenario and surprised for beginner traders, because the market are no gold in the downward direction, and if market are fails to break this zone, then market continues towards upward direction. But the no current scenario is that in the downward direction, because gold remains in a strong uptrend, but signs are emerging that a consolidation or pullback could be imminent. And if we see a gold report, then more traders are in the short position. 86.96% are in the short position, and the 83.86% are in the long position money management. And also report also shows that the market are in the downward direction in the current scenario, but all time trends are in the upward direction, but current scenario are in the downward direction. So be carefully trading. So traders, hopefully this video is helpful for you. Volume profile also shows that the more trades are input on this zone. Very thanks.